Yabo, again, Roophus was like, except bro, I'm having a session with Yabo D. Not like again, he always disclaims, not promising anything, bro. Yabo, but come through. Yabo, so when I come through, it's a thing of yabo. I say Labanto are having a session and then I start playing my beats. Yabo, I'm not gonna say much, but yeah, stay tuned for that. So I've worked with Jiji Martin. Right now I have a single that I'm dropping called The Uber, featuring Jiji Martin and Lizzy Lane, and it's a smash, bro. Produced by Trigger Cash right here in Nyanga. And I've worked with the likes of Mr. H. We still have a song coming out with Mr. H, Pelegalanga, my squad, I love that. I'm still looking forward to my collaborations with your Boot Legends. Not for real.
Seems like I'm with a scratch, yeah, but I didn't know.
Yeah, bro, like you have to be out there. I'm probably forgetting quite a few, you know what I mean?
So, going 5, 4, English, 3, 2, 1, and Sanbonani Tumelang Absheni, hello. I'm still your man, or should I say the handsome man called Usiabulela Wakalengisi. And I bring you another episode of Mr. Loft Entertainment, Underdogs Glorified. I'm here and there. I'm having a lot of conversations with the who are doing the most in the music industry. As you can see from behind, man, everything is happening when it comes to music. The equipment is here, the studio is here, and you may wonder who's here with me now, right? So kutwa man, yabulela kuthi uzile kushow yethu, yayazi ba okay. Today is a special moment for us to even recognize the Black Flip Studios, right? So someone is looking at this video right now saying, okay, I love this jacket. I wonder who's this guy. So do you mind just telling them who you are? What is it that you are known for? And yeah, man, why are we here today?
Yeah, definitely, man. My name is Andi Logadlamini Kamalamlelo Sanbonani. And I'm known as Roophus Indigo, yeah, other people might say Mzulu waseKapa, Tupac Shaga, Zulu Makaveli. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that people say, but then professionally, so I'm an audio engineer, as you can tell. That's why I'm in this space, yeah, and yeah, originally from Durban, KZN, and Nanda. Shout out to everybody there. And yeah, man, that's where I learned how to make music. That's where my family is. Yeah.
Nice. How long have you been here in Cape Town since you are Tupac Zulu?
Tupac Shaga.
Tupac Shaga.
Tupac Shaga. Yeah, bruv. I'm here now for a whole year, bruv. Because I was here last year, July. So I can't remember which day it was, man. Like, cool, July. So yeah, I've been here for like a year now, bruv. But it feels like more than that because like the amount of things that happen. Hi, my guy.
My brother. I know we can speak a lot when it comes to music, but just for our audience, I just want to know what pulled you up like to come here in Cape Town. First of all, you are from Inanda. I don't know anyone from even in Durban, number one. So you came here and then you felt like this is your second home. So who pulled you through to come here in the Cape, and then as time goes, you got this opportunity. What happened? Now you are the most recognized person on this space. So how did that even come about?
Yeah, man, it's ZP. Like I don't know. Like ZP is the studio manager, no?
Okay.
So it's ZP and Molo MG. We are part of Iingqondi sessions together. But then I met the homies through a record label that we were, well, not necessarily signed to, but Edladlene Records. That's where we were. We were working there, and like the relationship that I built with the homies, man, was awesome. Yeah, boy. There were politics back in the days. There were like back and forths, but then the homies, like we liked each other so much that I've always talked, like when I hear about the culture, they talked about the Cape Town like extensively, man, like a lot on some like the kids, how the kids are moving, yeah, boy, and how like the culture is alive in Cape Town. And the whole time I was in Durban, bro, I was thinking, bro, I want to go to Cape Town because it seems like the kind of place that I would fit in, you know what I mean? And besides, man, you need to get out of like your comfort zone, bro. For like the longest time, it's not going to help you. Go out, find your own path, live a different life. You're gonna, life is much beautiful if you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
yeah,
making
most
sense.
definitely. Yeah, you are making sense because of I also traveled before. Like last year in December, I went to Pretoria. I didn't even tell anyone. I got a gig there. I was like, phew.
Yeah.
Just when 3 days late, people are like, where is Mr. Loft? Because
Yeah,
they were
gig in
seeing
Pretoria.
content. They're like,
Sure,
we don't know this
sure,
type
sure.
of content. So I'm trying to say, I understand when it comes to moving from your comfort zone, right? And
Yeah,
at times
yeah,
it's not easy because of you don't know what you're gonna find on the other side of the end. You understand? Like
yeah,
you nga
yeah,
figure payana and you can be like, yeah, please come this side in Cape Town. Then I'll figure out why scisha
mm,
my phone, which
sure.
it has an opportunity, and then you find yourself being stranded. But
Yeah,
from where you are, it seems like you got here on a silver plate, and then like you got a warm welcome, and in other
yeah,
words,
yeah.
to an extent that I feel like, yeah, in fact, I wish I had friends like yours. Yeah, I
No,
understand.
for real,
Yeah,
for
for it.
real.
So
Like,
since this is your second home, who was your first girlfriend?
oh my God. Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
I've been a bachelor for the most part. No,
Never.
for real. I've been, like, I'm being honest. No,
Never.
because the thing is, when I'm faced, like, let me explain. The thing is, finance. Like, I wasn't always, as much as I was happy even coming here, I only started having a stable job being here March. Yeah, well, so like the whole
Yeah.
time I was struggling, like I was hustling, I was trying to get,
Yeah.
and me, I'm someone who likes to take care of people when I'm dating people. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So if I feel like I can't really put you in a space of comfort and I can make you feel like, yeah, well, okay, and then I like my own space. I was living with the homie. So
Mm.
for me to have a relationship knowing that there's experiences that I can't give you, for me it's a problem. Yabo, because I would
Mm.
want to be intimate with you. I'd want you yabo ukuthi ube sendlini yami yabo, I like omama bese kanjalo yabo, I like my
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
So only recently have I started, but I can't really disclose that one
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
a new thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's been like that for like
Yeah.
the longest part. Not to say yabo, I didn't have any,
Yeah.
yeah, but game the girl.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
know you artist, and I'm gonna ask you a question later as an
About
artist. I just hope you're gonna give me an answer. Yeah,
let's
because
see.
many artists never gave me an answer. It's a simple question, but I'm
Yo.
gonna laugh when you answer it. But it's easy. It's easy. So, my
Mm-hmm.
friend, and just to go back a little bit, on where you came from. I think this will be my last segment when it comes to that. So
Sure.
first you left, it happened, then now you are here. So how was the family when you left them, ne? And how did they feel when you took the leap of faith and came here in Cape
Yeah.
Town, ne? And then still found out that you don't really have a stable job until
Right.
March. So were they worried that then I'm really because of more you're not
Sure.
getting anything permanent that side? It seems like you're just wasting your time, or was it just passion from your side that made you say, "But I'm gonna see wherever, like I'm gonna
Sure.
see when I get there, man." But I am gonna.
Bro, the family had different reactions.
Yeah, yeah.
Oleti was very skeptical. She was like,
Mm,
waseKapa. And then like I told her like the story that I used when I was coming here in Cape Town, because I heard that the studio was built yabo.
mm,
So I got my qualification, fully qualified yabo audio engineer,
mm,
fine. So now I heard the studio was gonna be built through ZP, of course, yabo, who was telling
mm,
me, hey man, I'm not promising you anything, but Espani, une studio kanje
mm,
kanje, but then you can come through and build those relations as time goes.
mm,
That's why it took so long for me to actually
mm,
be in here, because like we kind of built a relationship where I started by volunteering. Yeah, well, so
mm,
that was the story with my mom. Like I told Ole Dimanuti, hey, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, yabo, but it seems like very legit. And the homies were sending pictures, man. Yabo, yeah, the studio is built. So they helped me out in terms of showing Ole the vision
okay.
that this is what's happening, yabo.
Mm,
So yeah, the reaction from her was, ish, aye, man. The rest of the family, like most people in the family, man, it was like, it's
mm.
Cape Town.
Yeah, it's
Johannesburg,
very far.
maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like Josie is right
That's
here. It's like,
yeah,
okay, we
yeah,
can
yeah.
we can understand sort of with the Johannesburg, yeah, bro.
Mm.
But ish, Cape Town and It's like it's say Cape Town fair, like no one has done that.
Mm.
But then I always pride myself too on being like the first person who does things like so
Mm.
I went on a leap of faith, kanjalo, but the biggest motivator, bro, has to be my timer. I time a dog. I talked to him. I told him like njenge out. Say, bro, I have to go try. I have to go try. Nancy into. Can you just like help me out with ukuthi ngibe nemali ecanda yabo, so that I can be able to eat corner, so I can be able to send in CVs, so I can be like hustling in like the meantime, because there is a friend who's willing to take me in. And thank you so much to Molo MG, bro, who gave me that shelter. Yabo angihlalisa khona. But the family, man, they were anxious, bro. Like I won't lie. Like Ukoko was anxious. Everyone was yabo in between, man. They were like, "Ish, we see you," but then at the end of the day, I think they let me go because they understood that me staying was gonna be me frustrated. And when you are frustrated and say cars, it's very easy for you to jump into things that, because there were like scandals that were actually coming up a little bit. Yeah, because now sisemakasana, bro. And now you don't have anything to do. And for me, Durban at the time, I felt like I'd lived in Durban like my whole life. And yeah, I needed something new. I needed to get away from the energy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm inspired, yes, by these few words you just said now, because I'm realizing that life is a journey for it, and you are the risk take.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's like the nature, bro. Like I believe in life, you have to. Yeah, well, like you have to be adventurous. You have to try things, even though no one else has ever done those things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think you'll ever go anywhere if you don't. Yeah, well, take a risk here and there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So now that you have took the risk, and then you are here in Cape Town, and now you are part of the Black Flip Studios, right?
Yeah.
So number one, now that you love, you're working with the guys, you are seeing a future that works. Okay, the development is there. How is your let's say, how are your emotions when you see like your dreams coming true? Because you came here to look for a better life. Now that you are getting that life, how are you feeling this time around? Are you sending messages to Olet in the time and be like, hey, shubile la kumandi, like yeah, sooner or later I'm gonna build a home. I want you to come here. Like, how are your emotions, man, and the response to the world now that things are coming true for the world?
Bruv, yeah, I do send those messages, man. Funny enough, I started living alone. I think it was like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got like I rented out my own place.
Sure.
And I was so happy about that. Like I told the old lady, like for me, I think she is proud, but then the old lady is always gonna want me to keep doing better. So she didn't show any signs of, like I'm happy. But time, bro, like is always gonna be that guy, bro. Like you know what I mean. So time I was on some except boy, you are doing good. That's what a man does. Yeah, boy, you took a risk. Now if it's you going where you are. So I like that response. I liked both of their responses in a sense. The Oleti was kind of don't get comfortable. Yeah, boy. Each time I was celebrate your wins. You know what I mean? So I was happy about both.
Anyway,
so I was happy about both those. And Griza are not happy. They see me dog like I'm gaining weight and stuff, bro. Like hey,
Cape Town,
Cape Town. It's my home, dog. This is me.
I think maybe it's because of you are also surrounded by a good company, right? Like good people that are surrounding you. So forward, let me just do this disclaimer. These guys is just a brief of Roophus. There's a lot that we can speak about in this studio, but today we just wanna focus more on what he does, especially when it comes to his new single. And say, but I'm not gonna speak more on that. He's gonna do the talking around that part. But if you are watching this, please comment and let him know that you still love him. As you can hear that this is a warrior who just shared his story that even if you're coming from a background or from age, I will never make it. Move out of that comfort zone. You'll never know what you might land on. I understand. So, my brother, now that you got your qualifications and as audio guy, ne? And you are here, and then now you are releasing music. So, since you've been here for this year, for a year here in Cape Town,
Yeah.
how many tracks have you released, or how many artists have you worked with? Like, just give us a brief of your journey when you came here in Cape Town up to date.
Bruv, my journey in Cape Town was like it was a very fast one, dog. Like my growth in Cape Town has been so fast. For example, within 2 weeks of being in Cape Town, I had already been in studio with Koala no Pravuleru. Within 2 weeks, I kid you not.
Nah.
I kid you not. 2 weeks, bro. I had my beats. Yabo. Again, Uze Roophus was like, except bro, I'm having a session with Yabo D. Not like again, he always disclaims, not promising anything, bro. Yabo, but come through. Yabo. So when I come through, it's a thing of yabo. Would say, I say Labanto are having a session, and then I start playing my beats. Yabo. I'm not gonna say much, but yeah, stay tuned for that. So I've worked with Gigi Martin. Right now I have a single that I'm dropping called the Upa, featuring Gigi Martin and Lizzy Lane, and it's a smash, bro. Produced by Trigger Cash right here in Nyanga. And I've worked with the likes of Mr. H. We still have a song coming out with Mr. H, Pelegalanga, my squad. I love that. I'm still looking forward to my collaborations with your bootleg and Z. Not for real.
Seems like I'm with a star here, but I don't know.
Yeah, bro, like you have to be out there. I'm probably forgetting quite a few, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's the thing with the industry that's in Cape Town. That's one thing that I appreciate. The fact that if you work, the people are in reach. They are in reach. Like it's not a thing of you know, like, oh, bravo, like they're famous. But if you work hard, they really are in reach, and they are willing to offer a hand. You know what I mean? So
it's like that. Nice. I just love what you just said, that people need to put in work before they say, hey, someone is unreachable. Because if you do the work is going to speak for you. Hence, it was easy for you to probably find a way to work with them because of your work speaks volumes already. Understand? So on this single that you're gonna release, Upa, why that name number one, and then why work with these two artists out of all artists that you just mentioned that you have to work with?
So Uber, it's a weird thing because the story of Uber goes like way back. You know what I mean? So in Durban, me and my friends were making a song. We made a beat. It was a dark beat, and I freestyled it. I was like, hey, cool. But the vocals never quite matched the beat. We scrapped that song. Yeah, bro. So when I got to Cape Town, I think subconsciously I was aware of like the social ills. You know what I mean? It's hard to get an Uber at night to come to Philippi. It's hard to where we live, bro. Transport is it's crazy. You know what I mean? So it was that. My neighbor fits in cool. What if you're in town? You know what I mean? Now I'm trying to get back. That was the whole concept behind it. And the beats, when I walked into the studio and Trigger Cash was playing the beat, instantly, dog, it came back. And then I added it with, like Ukauga. So in Durban, Ukduzuga is like the same as Ukauga. It's like Durban slang for the same word. So I then kind of like, said it in Zulu, and then I came back. You know what I mean? Now we in Cape Town. So it's also an awareness of sorts. To say, Yaskawata, we smash and grab. Stop. Like we need to get home. Our businesses are getting messed up. You know what I mean? So it was that. Lizzy Lane. Okay, so Gigi Martin, initially it was supposed to be a recording session for his album. So he brought me along to feature me album yake. But when we got there, the song just resonated with me so much. He was like, "Aye, man, I guess you're featuring me on this one." So we left it without a verse. Then there were a lot of artists who were gonna jump in. It was TWL. It was The Voice from here in Nyanga. Now a lot of people were there, man. I think OC Big, Viper the Main, Troll Switcher were there. But then no one actually finished the verse. Like, The Voice had something like short, but then he didn't finish his verse. So now 2 days later, we are with Lizzy Lane. We came back to Trigger Cash to record. But then I was like, I don't like leaving music unfinished. and I was passionate about the song. I felt it, man. I was like, "Excel Lizzy, bala."
Another hit, yeah.
Yeah, when Lizzy was there, like I actually forced it to write. I was on top. I was like, "Excel bala," because she heard it, she liked it, but she was kind of, you know what I mean. And I was like, "Nah, bala." And then she wrote, and then like she recorded it, came out fire, and that's how the song was made.
Yeah, great story, boy. I'm so glad that you resonate with the artist, and number one, even the beat, you can feel it and be like, I won't leave this thing unattended, because as you say that back then you had this track, but then years later now you hear like, this is it. Yeah, I understand. So working with them, Lizzy, you know, no Jiji, how was it? How was the relationship like working with them, like professional? Because I know personally maybe you are too tight, but professionally, how was it?
So Gigi Martin, bro. Gigi doesn't play in studio. Nah, Gigi works in studio. Like working with Gigi in studio is such a blessing, man. Because homie, first of all, is very creative and he's about his craft. Yeah. He loves having people around. Excuse. Yeah. He loves having people around when he records. Yeah, well, but Gigi is like, for me, his, you know what I mean. He's on point. Yeah. Lizzy, I love her energy, but then like, she's one of those people, man, like that I felt like Exaya, you have to kind of, yeah, Exaya, let's work, you know what I mean. But then like her energy, her work ethic now is on point. I mean, she's a youngin, so you have to understand that, like she's still in high school and all of those things. So managing the energy, it's, you know what I mean. I take her as my little sister. I always tell her the whole time, it's like, hey, when you're my young sister, I love you, you know. So that's the relationship that we have. Even when it comes to recording, personal relationship is pretty much the same one, where I'm always like kind of like well, so
showing her the right way.
That's us, that's how I see it.
Lastly, how can people book a session here in the studio? Like, any information you can share about the studio, maybe for people who are seeing us here, looking at the studio and feel like, gosh, maybe it's too hard to access it. Where is it based? For those who are not maybe here around here, yeah, just give a plug of the studio. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, if you are looking to work in Black Flip Studios, you have to, if you go to, you are close by, like just come through to Philippi Village, you know what I mean? You can come to like the second floor, it is office 23, and they can give you, you know what I mean, like the rates and like the rundown, but it is 550 per hour. That's how it is. And then if you wanna, you can also email Philippi Village Studio at gmail.com. So that's PHILIPPI Village VILLAGE at gmail.com. Philippi Village Studio, or in studio, at gmail.com. Just make sure you
double check
hit that. Black Flip Studios, or you can search for us online, all these like social media platforms. Black Flip Studios.
So last question about the studio, just to plug the studio even more for those who are like, maybe you are keeping, you can't charge this amount, right? So can you please tell us who had stepped into this studio, who has worked in the studio, so that people can feel like, I need to be there too, because of some will be like, this amount is ridiculous, but when you tell them who's been here, maybe they're gonna see the value even more out of this.
My guy, easy off top. Bravo was here. His album actually that we worked on. You know what I mean? Like the final touches, the mixing and mastering, it was all done here. So Bravo Leroux's album, make sure you check that out. It's a beautiful album. Koala, K Kid was here. I'm trying to think of more people, but then it's a lot, man. It's really,
I just wanted you to share with others so that they can understand that when people charge these prices, you don't say but sisabantu abamnyama, Philippi, yabo, because some believe that black people need to charge less, you can't charge more because if we are all black, as if maybe we are crazy, or black people need to always have low prices, you can't charge too much. But you can.
No. I was saying that, I mean, like the studio does give back to the community, you know what I mean? So there are like workshops, like your female DJ workshops. There are things that the studio does give back to the community. It's not just an all corporate type vibe, you know what I mean? And also it is equipped with like the best sound engineers that you can find. Lizzy
Yeah.
B is a beast, and I am a beast in my own right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that's dope, my bro, man. Before I let you go, I always ask people 2 to 3 questions that are gonna make them laugh. So number one, is your DM filled with girls? Yes or no? How many DMs do you get a day from ladies as an artist? This is the question I spoke about when I said I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you this question, because every artist that I've interviewed or had a conversation with, I always ask them this
Yeah.
question: is your DM dry or?
Bro, my DM is not bad, man. Like me, like I'm not even gonna cap about.
Yeah.
It's not too crazy, man. Like I do get like a couple of messages here and there, but I can't say that I get messages always when I'm Facebook. But yeah, man. Like I can't complain, and I can't, like it's a 1 or 2 nyana maybe per week.
Oh, at least level of honesty 50-50, but yeah. But
I
yeah.
got you.
So for it, I think
Yeah.
this is my second last question, just to make you laugh. What's the weirdest thing people said here in Cape Town when they hear you speak isiZulu? Because you are foreign here, most. So what's the weirdest thing they said to you?
Oh man.
Or incident that you remember that was like, it made you laugh? People in Cape Town,
bro.
how come they treat me like this? Or the best moment then for being here?
No, like I like the fact that we are always twisting each other's words. It's like when someone says to me, "Ungabile,"
Yeah.
for me it was always like when you say "ungabile" in Zulu, it's like you're saying I said no. It's like you're saying I disagreed. So for me, it's like,
yeah.
It's a lot of things. Say, yo, hi man, uligeza lamntana. Ngithi mina geza. Ukugeza for me is bathing. Like it's always like those things that are just funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But otherwise, man, like it's never. It's always funny moments where we just we twist each other's words, like for real. But Cape Town is
I
one
understand.
of the most,
Like I have it. I have it, the imagination as you speak. Ngabile, and you feel like,
I'm like,
hayi, kwenzenjani? Lesithethe ngantoni? Okay.
Exactly. It's a whole lot of different scenarios where we just like not hearing each other. Yeah.
Dope.
It's funny.
Last question, my friend, then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Now that you are here in Cape Town, are you gonna marry a Cape Town girl, or are you gonna go back home and marry someone back home?
Go back home. Okay. Let me think, man. Bruv, I don't judge by maybe like location or ethnicity. I judge by character, bro.
Yeah.
So I can never know. I can never fully know, to be honest, but I am gonna get married, and whoever I get married to has to be someone that I like and someone who shares my values. Yeah, well, so for me, I do judge the character. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm enjoying. Like I like the vibe that Cape Town Hands have too, and like it's just like these two different ethnic groups have like different things to offer. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure, bro. I can't say.
No, thank you, my brother, man. Thanks a lot for your time. I'm glad that we finally had to sit down.
Yeah.
And it was easy, man. It's not like as heavy as I thought, because of you speak a lot, which is a good thing. And you're very easy to talk to, and the fact that you are in studio, I think it also creates the mood that we need to chill and remember where we are. Yeah, my friend. And I said, I just hope by next time we're gonna have like a longer chat where we really get deep about where you wanna go with this music, any tours that you're gonna make in the future, things like that. You understand? Because you are a mini celebrity, but you are unrecognized, but you are glorified by us and forward to Tina. We do really appreciate everything that you're doing for the culture and for it. So you can share your closing comments, and now I'm gonna keep quiet. He's gonna do the closing.
You already said it, man. Kapa to Tubane. Let's not forget that. So it's a tour that I am planning with my artists. So what we're supposed to do, Majida, is to not just Amachida, everyone. You know what I mean? We're doing something that a lot of people like haven't really been doing. We want to take a tour from Cape Town, taking the whole coastline, bro. Whether we're going to Mthatha, whether we're going to, like the whole of the EC, bro. Until we reach Durban. Kapa to Dubai, and then we come back. We're gonna join all these cultures. We're gonna join the music. We're gonna join everything. Yes, sir. Coastline.
Towards the coast, we are gonna be a ghost, and yeah, I was gonna rap, but then my rap just went off. Papa, you know, thanks a lot, my brother, man. Peace, my family, thanks, man. Sure, my family too. Come on, sir.